Hey, I'm Ansley. I'm out at the Germain Robin Aging Cellar, and I want to talk a little bit about this Scotch whiskey that's been developed by Don Sutcliffe, who was our managing director for sales and distribution. This has been a dream of his for 40 years. He wanted to have his own malt whiskey. When he was working for Remy Martin, he was very instrumental in the development of the Macallan. The first year they had Macallan, they sold something like 900 bottles of it. It was like, this is back in the very beginnings of malt whiskey. Anyway, he was largely responsible for his success on the West Coast. Anyway, he developed this friendship with a guy named Willie Phillips, who was the managing director of Macallan, the guy who was assembling the blends and managing the cellar and managing the distillation and so forth. And then when Macallan got sold to the big guys back in the late 90s, one of the first things I usually do is get rid of the person who's been there for a long time, or he gets tired of being told to do things that aren't the right way to do things. And anyway, for one reason or another, the guys who are running the place usually end up leaving after the sale. And so he's working with him, and because he's been in the business for a long time, a very good guy, and knows absolutely everybody, he can get whiskeys that are not generally available, and he can also get, this is very important, first fill sherry barrels to age in, and those have gotten very scarce. They've gotten so scarce that Scotch companies are buying barrels and giving them to the sherry people to use so that they can have them when they're done with them. Anyway, he's got a grain. This is 100% grain whiskey, a blend. He's got a malt, and in the fall of 2015, he will have a blended whiskey. But small batches of genuinely exceptional product. He goes over to Scotland and works with Phillips and another guy, and they get these casks and work wonders with them.